Did you know that Daytona Beach hard-packed sands were once used as a runway for racing cars, setting the stage for a legacy of speed and adrenaline? Well, in our Daytona Beach, Florida Travel Guide 2024, we're about to unravel the secrets of this coastal paradise as we unveil the top 10 places to visit, explore a city where history, culture, and natural beauty collide, offering the ultimate blend of adventure and relaxation. Number 10. Daytona Beach. Nestled on the east coast of Florida, Daytona Beach is where even the seagulls doze off in hammocks. Known for its need for speed, this city offers a pace that makes your morning coffee seem like moonwalking. From racetracks that roar louder than your uncle at Thanksgiving dinner to a beach so wide, it's practically its zip code. Daytona Beach is where relaxation and adrenaline are high fives, and then head out for a beachfront surf session. It's a city where flip-flops and race cars coexist peacefully, and the sun takes its time to shine because it knows you're on vacation. Number 9. Daytona International Speedway. At the Daytona International Speedway, the need for speed isn't just a suggestion, it's practically written in the sand. This legendary track has more twists and turns than your favorite Netflix series and enough horsepower to make a jet engine jealous. It's where cars don't just go fast, they audition for roles in action movies. And don't be surprised if you catch a race car trying to photobomb your selfie, they're just looking for extra screen time before the big race. So if you're in Daytona Beach and hear the engine revving, don't panic, it's just the Speedway saying, "Hey there, I'm ready for my close-up." Number 8. Ponce de Leon Inlet Lighthouse and Museum. The Ponce de Leon Inlet Lighthouse and Museum is the ultimate stairmaster workout for history buffs, where each step is a reminder that even in the 1800s, Floridians had a thing for epic views. This lighthouse stands tall and proud, so much so that seagulls use it as a landmark to find their way home after a long night of beach parties. Climbing its 203 steps feels like ascending to the heavens, but with a few rest stops to appreciate nautical relics and hear the whispered secrets of the sea. And when you reach the top, the panoramic view of the Atlantic Ocean will make you feel on top of the world, or at least on top of Florida. Don't worry, if you're afraid of heights, plenty of ice cream is at the bottom to help you chill out. Number 7. Daytona Beach Boardwalk and Pier. The Daytona Beach Boardwalk and Pier is a theme park for your taste buds, with funnel cakes that could win Olympic gold medals and ice cream cones bigger than your vacation plans. As you stroll along this iconic strip, you'll notice that the seagulls here have a peculiar swagger, their seasoned boardwalk connoisseurs always angling for a fry or two. And the arcades? Well, they're time machines that turn adults into kids and kids into high-scoring pinball wizards. Plus, if you ever doubted the existence of happiness, just watch someone riding the Ferris wheel with cotton candy in hand and tell me that's not the face of pure joy. Number 6. Museum of Arts and Sciences. The Museum of Arts and Sciences in Daytona Beach is like a giant playground for your brain, where arts, science, and history come together in a dance-off that's too cool for words. Step inside and you'll be greeted by everything from massive dinosaur skeletons that look like they're still considering their next meal to interactive exhibits that make you feel like a mad scientist. And for those who've always wondered what it's like to time travel, the museum's planetarium has got you covered, blasting you off the cosmos without leaving the comfy chair. It's where curiosity grows faster than a teenager's appetite, and you leave with a smile so wide it could have its zip code. Number 5. Mary McLeod Bethune Home and Gravesite. The Mary McLeod Bethune Home and Gravesite is where history gets a comfy chair and invites you to sit down for an unforgettable conversation with one of America's most remarkable women. Mary McLeod Bethune wasn't just an educator and civil rights leader, she was a force of nature, and her home is a testament to her indomitable spirit. As you stroll through the rooms, it's almost like Mary herself might pop out from behind a door to share a witty anecdote or drop some wisdom. And when you visit her final resting place, you can't help but feel like you're in the presence of greatness. Even the birds chirping overhead seem to be singing her praises. Number 4. Tiger Bay State Forest. Tiger Bay State Forest in Florida is nature's version of a choose-your-own-adventure book, minus the fear of turning to page 87 and getting chased by a grizzly bear. This sprawling forest is like Mother Nature's game board, where you can hike, bike, or gallop on horseback along trails that could make even Indiana Jones question his day job. And guess what? The forest animals are the best co-stars in your outdoor movie. They'll be in your enthusiastic audience, critiquing your bird-watching skills or attempts at squirrel small talk. So, whether you're an intrepid explorer or just like trees, Tiger Bay State Forest is where you can experience the great outdoors and possibly score an autograph from a particularly friendly tree frog. Number 3. Casements in Florida. The casements in Florida is where time travel and elegance collide in a waltz that even Cinderella would envy. Once the winter home of John D. Rockefeller, this majestic mansion is so opulent that it makes even your fanciest selfie look underdressed. Strolling through its manicured gardens feels like something straight out of a Jane Austen novel, but don't be surprised if you spot a squirrel named Sir Reginald spotting a top hat and monocle. The casements is where culture meets charm, arts meets architecture, and you'll discover that the Gilded Age had a wicked sense of humor. Number 2. Angel and Phillips Chocolate Factory. The Angel and Phillips Chocolate Factory in Florida is the sweetest place on earth, where Willy Wonka secretly goes for chocolate inspiration. Walking through its doors is like stepping into a cocoa-scented wonderland where rivers of chocolate don't flow, but the truffle samples sure do. It's the kind of place where you might accidentally discover your inner Oompa Loompa while watching chocolators work their magic. And if you're worried about calories, don't be. The factory has a built-in chocolate treadmill. It's the one that leads you to the exit, and trust me, it's a workout you won't regret. So for a day filled with cocoa dreams and sugar-coated laughter, make a beeline for the Angel and Phillips Chocolate Factory because life's too short to say no to chocolate. And number 1. Daytona Beach Bandshell. The Daytona Beach Bandshell is where the party comes to life, and even the seagulls trade their squawks for saxophones. It's a place where music fills the salty sea breeze, where toes tap and hips away with an enthusiasm that rivals a conga line at beachside barbecue. If you're lucky, you might catch a seagull trying to join the rhythm section, attempting a moonwalk that would make MJ proud. This open-air venue is where every night feels like a Saturday night and the stars overhead twinkle in perfect harmony with the melodies below. So, whether you're a music enthusiast, a dance floor diva, or just someone looking for a good laugh, the Daytona Beach Bandshell is where the sea meets the symphony and the laughter is as infectious as a beachside summer breeze. That's a wrap for the Daytona Beach, Florida Travel Guide 2024. If you learned something, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video. This is Vacation Awaits.